I know, Boomer, you won every fight and you're never wrong. OG Boomer, you stressing the block out like your nervous system got hydraulics. Take this BOOMEX and be easy.
BOOMEX is a nano-encapsulated pill that delivers microdoses to social cue receptors. Take one before visits and your lecturing impulses quiet down.
Nobody cares about your attic full of smelly, dusty trophies and pictures. All that.
Janet, listen, baby. We heard that you and your husband bought a house, so we're throwing you a party in the break room. Mandatory attendance.
Oh, thanks, guys. Is that Boomer gonna be there?
Let's go get him.
We're going to the break room.
I ain't going to the break room, motherfucker.
Well, then your don't work.
You grandpa smelly piece of shit. You aren't worth a rat's ass.
I'm gonna beat the out of you.
Back in my day, we used to beat up the gangs, and we got high and smoking meth with the Hells Angels and the KKK.
You ain't angry, Boomer. You just under-medicated. Time to feel draped in cashmere. You really could have thrown a football over a mountain. I don't doubt you. Now take this BOOMEX and kiss your Filipino wife goodbye before you slip on ice and die from minimal impact.
Janet, I can't believe you went and you bought a house with a 50-year mortgage.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, Boomer, you acting like an angry dog. But don't worry, I got something for that ass. I'll beat your ass in the next Tuesday, bitch. Your house stinks, Boomer. You smell like cabbage. BOOMEX XR attacks stress with the precision of a military drone and the confidence of a nightclub owner.
The 401k paid off, and I just wrote something to you. We've been working together for so long. So, Janet, I just want. Hey! Yeah! Boomer! Yeah! Hey!
That's a flag, motherfucker!
Yo, these plays be hot. I got $2,000 on BOOMEX XR. I'm gonna be eating crab ragu all night tonight with my black.
Call 1-800-BOOMEX today and get your grumpy old ass healthy.
You betcha, kid.
Tonight's guest is known as the god of bugs. Tonight's guest was saying that he could every member of every Mexican cartel and that they come find him, he's got a bullet with their name on it. Tonight's guest is single-handedly going to wage a war with the Mexican cartels. He says, come get it. Not me, not me. I'm not involved, but the guest was saying, come get it. Is that true?
That's true.
That is true, okay. Tonight's guest, they call him Jaja. The name that he must never be mentioned except by El Jefe when he orders in a hit. It's like John Wick, but real.
Yes.
They call him a Baba Ganoush. What did they call John Wick?
It was
Baba Yaga.
Baba Yaga.
Baba Yaga.
Haunted grandma.
How much hate will I get if I expose how flimsy and paper thin the entire John Wick franchise is?
You don't like those movies?
Oh.
I love those movies.
Oh.
The only thing that get me through a plane ride.
We'll talk about it on Pause Snack Continue, but I'm going to roll back my judgment on Dark Souls. But it's because I need to make room for hating on John Wick.
You called him the god of bugs, which sounded like a Dark Souls like mini boss almost.
Mm-hmm. Rampanto, the disfeigned god of bugs, would be his Dark Souls name. Tonight's guest is the hottest guest we've had yet. This is the guy. Now, we have serious business to talk about here. We are, in a way, giants. We've split the atom. You know what I like? is when people are talking about, what they're doing is they're gonna push some lefty thing, like you should have teaching kids how to and to talk about how progressive and good society is, they'll go, we've invented steam travel. We split the atom. We can't have heckin' school teaching kids to already? But they're like building it up like we're so advanced, we split the atom. Anybody who's ever said that, who said we split the atom or we invented computers or we went to space, I'm sure I've said it too and you can put the clips in there. Anybody who said that is a moron who can't do anything other than eat boogers, okay? The people that say that, what do they know how to do? They know how to microwave food and make themselves some lesbian with a thyroid problem who's fat saying some like, we went to space. In your head. Sorry, Larry, we'll get to the bugs in a second here. That framing, though, I love that. Like, we're so progressive, we're so high, we're so ascended, we've done all this. My greater point is that fat people are, they don't even know. They probably think if they had a lab coat on, they could do science. We figured out vaccines. That's every pop science video. I love, okay, I'm sorry, guys, turn it off. Why is there a Jewish star on the battery? Uh-oh. Don't worry about it, Mike. I'll destroy it later.
From a vending machine that dispensed the same item twice, processed by a machine that passed its own Turing test and immediately retired, this is the Sam Hyde Show. Tonight, we investigate the brief window in the 1990s when hospitals were allowed to guess, profile a life coach who has never once left his car, and examine a feeling scientists have named but refuse to publish. And now, your host, plagued by 4 algorithms that have since been decommissioned, Sam Hyde. The Sam Hyde Show.
You know about Glue 70? The guy's a musical genius. This is the energy edit that he did.
Silva Gunner.
Now, we think of ourselves as giants. We split the atom, we went to space, we invented computers. Never mind the fact that all I know how to do is eat something from a box. We split the atom. We are giants. But there's one thing that all men fear. It's something small, insidious. It infiltrates. It takes away our sense of comfort, our sense of peace. It feeds on our blood. I'm not talking about Israel, I'm talking about bugs. Formidable as they are feeble, this pest will never stop bugging. We're too restricted by bureaucracy and by laws and legality and systems that we've erected over time. I'm talking about bugs. This guy thought of all this stuff. I'm just saying it. In and out of homes, dealing with rats, roaches, bed bugs, everything between. Our guest tonight spent decades as an exterminator across New York City. He's since stepped away from pest control, but he still has deep knowledge and wisdom to share about the job. Please welcome Larry Izzo.
Hey, thanks, Sam. Thanks for having me on, man. What do you want to know?
As an Italian, have you ever felt like a bug?
No, not really. Although my landlords tried to make you feel like a bug.
I'm sure they have.
You know.
I got to tell you a joke I heard. How do you get an Italian to stop drinking out of the toilet?
I don't know.
Crack the seat on his head.
Wait, I think you told that a little.
We're all Italian, Larry, don't worry.
Boys, you're trying to focus, you're trying to get something done. Most focused products are alone against tomorrow. Coffee works, then it wears off. You need an energy drink. The energy drink hits, then you crash. Now you need nicotine. Congratulations, you did find something that prevents against spike proteins and Lyme disease, probably. That's not the advertiser's standpoint, that's my own personal take, okay? But then your heart explodes, and we can't monetize it on YouTube. What happens now? Ultra Focus uses paraxanthine? What's that? Experimental replacement for caffeine that lasts longer and has less jitters? Something like that. Alpha GPC, L-theanine, ginseng, B6, B12, proven nootropics to support sharp focus and calm energy. What's that look like? Probably like this. You put one in between your cheek and your gum, and for the next 1 to 2 hours, you have that familiar get things done kick that we all know and love. This is not just productivity dust pretending to fix your life like AI, like getting proper sleep, like a clean diet. This is your focus aid, and this is your sleep aid, because you're gonna need this, because you're gonna be so focused on everything you did wrong today, you are gonna need something to help you sleep after. Once you're truly awake and your eyes are open, with this, you're gonna wanna say, close them back up. Ultra are nicotine-free, tobacco-free, and caffeine-free oral pouches that deliver razor-sharp mental clarity and calm energy. Go to takeultra.com, use code SamHyde for 45% off. That's takeultra.com, code SamHyde, 45% off.
Kids, kick it off. You ever catch a disease from these bugs and
I never had one, but they're out there, definitely out there, man.
What kind of stuff are you dealing with?
We were dealing with rats and the hantavirus and mice and, all sorts of stuff,
What's the nastiest thing you've ever seen?
I would think about 3,000 rats under a crawl space. It was the best circus I ever seen. They were trapezing and flying all around the place, catching each other. It was amazing. It was really cool.
Damn.
Rat carnival.
It was a rat carnival, it was.
It was a rat party. It was like those carnival in Brazil. Rat women shaking their buns.
Right.
Topless.
It's a rat pack.
How does the world treat somebody whose job title is exterminator? Is there a social stigma around this? Was it difficult at any point?
It was. It was a very social stigma. Actually, they more or less considered us lowlives. You would talk to somebody and say, oh, you're an exterminator. You're an exterminator,
Yeah.
But what they didn't realize that we saved a lot of the world from diseases and food. We save a lot of our food from the insects that attack our crop.
Necessary evil.
The necessary evils, yeah.
Medieval executioners.
Mm-hmm. And it's a pleasure to kill these things, let me tell you.
The killing gives you pleasure.
I did. It really did. Yeah.
Yeah.
You have to be a little sick, I think, to be an exterminator because there's a lot of death around you.
There's joy. Use your hands.
Yeah, well,
squeeze the life.
We had a couple of guys that did that as well.
Yeah.
I had a couple
Were there sickos on the team?
No, they were sickos in a supermarket. They were actually maintenance guys in a supermarket, and we did this big rat job. They were falling out of the ceilings at night. We were catching them on glue boards the size of this table. And a Jamaican guy came along the next morning, and there were a couple of them just like, like
the Jamaican guys?
No, not. Well, they were a little hungover, but they were a little from the ganja. But they actually came in and they go, this is how we do it in my country, and took a neck and.
Yeah.
And I don't do that.
So you got a taste of island living.
Don't go to the Bahamas.
No, it's scary stuff. They got,
It was pretty scary, too, because you got 3,000 rats around you,
Yeah.
And we would set off the beepers, just to get them away from us.
You had beepers?
Back then.
It was like a sonic deterrent type thing?
No, these were beepers that you wore on your belt when this is going back to the 80s and stuff.
You just had a beeper to seem cool.
No, I had a beeper so I can answer my phone and get more business.
Okay. But were the beepers to deter the rats also?
No. We just had them, and then we decided.
I was trying to figure out why you brought beepers up.
Well, because beepers, we had them on us, and they would make this ultrasonic sound, and then
So it was a deterrent?
It was a deterrent, yeah, but we never used it. I never really used it.
It's like ChatGPT.
Now he's saying he didn't use them. What do they do nowadays?
Now they have big sound devices they usually put in.
Do those work with bats? How do you get rid of bats?
Usually what you do is you open up the hole and wait until they fly out and close up the hole, They do have traps. They do have lures to lure them out.
I had a bat in my house, and I asked ChatGPT if I could use a gun.
No.
It said no.
Yeah.
And do you know why it said no?
I guess it's an ordinance.
Well, probably the blood that would spray everywhere and give me some sort of disease and kill me.
Oh. Mm.
Can you imagine shooting a bat?
With a little bird shot? Not that bad. You want to poke a rat in the ceiling when he's laying up there for 5 days or so, and he's all swollen up, and I poke him with a stick, and they just bleed out.
Swollen with, you poke him with to pierce him?
Well, I couldn't get him out of the ceiling, so I went to really get him out with a stick, and I pierced him.
Is that the most violent thing you've done to kill a pest?
No, actually, I killed...
Mini guillotine?
I killed my first rat. It was climbing up a building, and it was going into a a window, and a baby's crib was there. And he was going in to grab the bottle of milk from the baby and would bite the baby every time the baby would roll. So they couldn't figure out where this thing was coming from. So I actually had to sit there for a night, shut the lights off, and then we seen this thing come in through the window, you know, and go into the baby's crib. Yeah.
Did you stop it from getting in the baby's crib?
I killed that with a hammer. Whoa. Because he came out and he ran into the baby's crib and we scared him, and then he ran into the kitchen counter, and I actually laid on the kitchen counter for about maybe an hour. In total silence. He came out, boom, whacked his head with a hammer.
Damn.
Yeah.
You're like a hunter.
That was $200.
You probably saved that baby's life.
I'm a small game hunter, you know?
Yeah.
We're all small gamers.
Yeah.
We're all small gamers at heart.
And literally.
You say literally?
Yeah.
How so?
Because we game, we're small guys. I'm under 6 foot, I just learned that.
Are you under 6 feet tall?
I'm 0.8, and we have to cut
we're
that
gonna
from
bleep
the
that,
show.
and all of a sudden that can't be public.
No, I know. I can't
What are you
believe
gonna do
I said
about
it.
that?
I drove myself into the corner because I was thinking about rats, and I'm too empathetic. I wouldn't be able to do it.
You're sort of mentally aligning yourself with rats.
With the rats.
Your own weakness and vulnerability, you're sort of making it sort of the centerpiece of your character.
That's a great way to sort of say the quiet part out loud.
Sure. Well, do you know why in movies rats are always lovable characters? Do you know why?
No, I don't.
You ever seen a movie where a rat was a bad guy? Do you have any guess as to why?
No, I don't.
Well, who writes and makes movies?
Writers.
Okay.
Yeah.
Any sort of distinguishing characteristic you could?
You talking about Ben, the movie, right? The rat, Ben?
I'm talking about just rats in every movie. Rats in all media, they're always lovable. Did you know this? You've noticed this?
Yeah, I noticed it. Yeah, they kind of, yeah, no, they're cute little things until they get into your house. Yeah.
There's sort of a disparity between what they're like in real life and what they're like in media, and I'm saying, do you know why they're like that in media?
I think they want to present it as a fun animal, but
sure,
yeah, and they're really not aggressive. You know, we make them aggressive.
But I'm saying, you know why they might?
No, I don't know why.
Okay. Let me lead you down a little reasoning track here. I might as well get you on this one here. Movies are written by who?
Writers.
And these writers are they Laotian?
I don't know.
They're not. Okay, well, never mind. It's because cut that part out.
You want me to sit in for this?
As opposed to what?
As opposed to not being part of this? They didn't pay me anything. That will
Yeah,
work.
no one will be able to tell who it is. Quick question. How much control do you have over your money right now? Technology has changed everything, and now it's changing how money works. Crypto started as a niche, but now it's going mainstream. Faster payments, more control, fewer middlemen. This isn't hype, it's just where things are going. And getting started today is easier than you think. With Rumble Wallet, you can buy Bitcoin, hold dollar-backed stable coins, even own a digital gold backed by real gold, all in one place. It's a non-custodial crypto wallet, which means you, not a bank or a platform, control access to your funds. Setup is simple. It connects with MoonPay, so you can use your debit card, credit card, or bank account and be up and running in minutes. And for a limited time, you can start your wallet with $5 in US stablecoin, USAT, by downloading the Rumble wallet and entering my exclusive promo code, SamHyde5. When you sign up now. You can even use your Rumble wallet to support your favorite Rumble creators, like me, directly. So do this now. Scan the QR code, click the link in the description, or go to wallet.rumble.com/SamHyde and download Rumble Wallet. From there, you can set up your wallet, enter promo code SamHyde5 to get your $5 in US stablecoin. This is a limited time offer, so act now. Take control of your money Get started with Rumble Wallet today. Terms and conditions apply. See the description below or visit rumble.com/promoofficialrules for details. And that one's mandatory.
And we're back with Larry Bug Hitler Izzo.
Bug Hitler.
Welcome again, Larry. What grossed you out on day one that doesn't bother you at all now?
Working in a school cafeteria using a fogging machine, and the roaches would be raining on you like it was a thunderstorm. And we wore white laminated suits, and we would walk outside and the roaches would just, we shake them off. And then knowing that your kids are eating in that school the next day, it's not too cool.
It was the school that your kids go to?
Not my kids, but other kids, yeah.
Okay. Do you ever dream about bugs?
Oh, yeah.
What kind of dreams do you have?
I had nasty dreams about, not bugs, rats mostly. I had a dream one time that this rat was on fire, and he actually jumped into my lap in my truck. And then I woke up, the flame on my balls that made me wake up. The thought of a flame on my balls.
Imagine a rat on fire.
Hey.
Munching your balls. You're right.
Yeah. We had a rat that was smoking. A lady calls me up, goes, "You got to come over right away. I got a rat in my toilet." And that happens. A rat comes up your toilet and bites your gomas and gamas, it could be a problem.
Does it bite people in the nuts?
Oh, yeah, it has happened.
Wow. That's disgusting.
It comes right out of the trap of the toilet. It's in your toilet. So she calls me up and she lifts up the seat and she says, "There's a rat in my toilet." I said, "Don't do anything. Put a book on the toilet seat. I'll be over like in an hour." Did she listen? No. What she did was she opened up a can of Drano and poured Drano on the rat. So now I open the thing, there's smoke coming out, the rat's smoking, and that was the grossest thing I ever saw.
Was it still
a
alive?
Smoking rat. Yeah, he was like, "Kill me, kill me." Yeah, he was like,
how'd you kill it?
I didn't, I flushed it.
Ah!
Yeah, we just flushed it right down.
Ah!
That's cruel.
It took 3 flushes, actually.
Oh, man.
Poor bastard.
The rat was smoking. The Drano it's an acid. Mixed in the water, that's what it's supposed to do, clear a drain. So you're actually got like acid on this rat.
They can hold their breath for a while, right?
Yeah, not if they're covered in acid.
Oh, sure, but prior to the acid.
Well, that's how they get in. They can swim for a half a mile, and they can hold their breath for, half a mile worth of swimming, yeah.
That reminds me of the Hi-Fi murders. You remember the Hi-Fi murders?
No.
In Utah? It was a Hi-Fi stereo audio equipment store.
Yeah.
Where these guys broke in to rob the place, and they tied the people in the basement and made them drink Drano.
And they also put a pencil in a guy's ear and stomped it. It's one of the worst murders.
Oh, God. Anyway, that's what that reminded me of. You ever go in the New York City sewers?
Oh, yeah.
What happens down
there? We
there?
used to bait the sewers with roach bait. It's a gel bait. And we used to bait down there in the sewers, yeah. But then you got different bugs down there. You got some, the American cockroach. That's the large water bug type of thing. The palmetto bug, as they call them in Florida.
Is there anything cool in the sewers?
There's a lot of in the sewers, I'll tell you that. There's nothing cool in the sewers. It smells like a sewer.
Oh. There's nothing cool at all
I
in the
found
sewers?
a couple of dollars, but that was...
So it's just and a couple of dollars.
And a couple of bucks and change, yeah.
The blue.
It's a good
So
balance.
you don't want to go back down there.
No.
Did you ever bring an infestation home with you?
Yes.
What happened?
My wife threw me out, actually. Threw me out of the house for the night. No. I brought fleas home, actually.
How long did that last?
About a day until I prepped the house, and then we killed them the next day.
So you fogged the house.
I fogged up the house.
Did you actually fog the house?
I did, yeah.
So the house was just filled with anti-flea chemicals?
At the time, we used bombs, and we used the growth regulators, which you spray in a fan spray motion on your carpets and rugs to kill off the larvae and to stop them in their life cycle.
Yeah.
It's a growth regulator. And then you go in with your residuals, And it's a pleasure to fog up a lot of people's houses, let me tell you.
Why?
Because it's not your house. And you get to do something, you get to put people out, they got to prep their house, and you get to destroy it.
You are a maniac.
Yeah, I was.
You enjoy kicking people out of their homes and filling it with chemicals.
Pesticide.
Every surface in the house.
I had an Italian customer call me up and he goes, "How do I get my son out of the basement? He's 50 years old. Can you bomb the basement?"
Did you do it?
No.
If you were to see like a mouse in your house or something, would you stand in front of it and be like, "Do you have any idea where you are right now?"
Do you know who you're dealing with?
Yeah.
Yeah, unfortunately, mice don't care. They don't give a rat's ass. Mice are stupid. Rats are intelligent. Mice will just come out and there you go. That's a rat.
It's a rat. Physical toll, what has this done to your body? Is there any
I think it kept me in great shape for all that time. I was in for 35 years. Can you imagine how many stairs you climb? My job was a stair climber every day. Apartment buildings, I would start at the top and work your way down at the bottom and run all the way up to the top. It was a great workout. You don't see many fat exterminators.
I wouldn't know what to look for.
You look for a fat guy with a roach on his shirt.
Okay.
Or some type of insignia that can't fit into any crack or crevice or any crawl space to do his job.
Oh, you have to be slim to get in those.
Why, you got to go into crawl spaces. You got to go into attics, you know. You got a 300-pound guy, can't get through the hatch.
Have you ever been bitten or stung in a way that was medically serious?
Yes.
What happened?
I was on a roof. I was leaning over a parapet looking at a wasp nest. And a gentleman that owned the building came up and says, I have to have this. I said, I'll come back tonight because that's when we really should do it. You know, in the darkness when they're all back in the nest. And he said, my wife is in the hospital. I got to do it now. So I did it. I put a respirator on because I didn't have the veil. You know, the veil was a $250 show if you wanted to, you know.
What's that mean?
That means somebody says, oh, you're not wearing the veil? Well, I can do the job for $175. I put the veil on, it's $250. And they'll go, do the $175 job. You know, they want to see you dressed for the job, you know?
It's like a Power Ranger.
Oh, yeah. So I was leaning over, and I didn't have a veil, so I used a respirator, and this wasp got in my mask and just, boom, nailed me on the mouth. And nailed me a couple of times, and my face was out to here, so yeah. I was starting to go into a little bit of shock there.
Can we use AI to show what that would look like?
Yeah, you can, if you blow it up.
What's something funny he could say with his face disfigured and blown up?
I'm a killer.
Did the job affect relationships at all for you?
While you're working constantly, I think it was a problem. And when you're starting a business, you're working 24/7. I used to go in, yeah, so it was a problem.
You were so dedicated to the job and to the grind.
I didn't have any workers. I had to do it. I had to go out and do it myself.
You were just, working 12 hours a day?
12, 14, 15 hours a day. And then I finally hired somebody and then built up the business, and you still work 15 hours a day.
You were going killing bugs and stomping on rats and going in toilets for 15 hours a day.
That's right.
That's crazy.
Restaurants at night and houses in the daytime.
Did you make money?
Oh, yeah. It was a great living.
Are you rich?
Okay.
That's what rich people say.
That's what they all say.
Let's go to a clip. We got bug on a steak.
What kind of bug would prevent you from eating a nice steak?
Any, truly.
Any bug?
Yeah.
Some are okay.
No.
Whatever. Ladybug, really?
Well, never mind. I would have a ladybug steak.
Isn't it the worst, though, when you're sitting in a restaurant and you got a fly or a gnat flying around you?
Never happened to me.
So Kroger put out a TV ad. Watch this. Are those bugs crawling across that meat?
I feel like it's probably fake. If you were making that commercial, you probably wouldn't use a video clip to sort of swoop in like that. So we saw a bug on a steak. That was a good clip. That was a good use of time. Guys, the Sam Hyde Show will continue after this short break. More with Larry Izzo when we return.
Is this beneficial to overall health? You want a detailed breakdown. Oh boy. Well, that's honey. Well, massage is always good. She could definitely use some circulation. Wax. That's disgusting and stupid. There's my reaction. Check out my website, flatearthdave.com. New website, absolutely amazing. You can ask me questions by just clicking on the AI Dave over here. He'll answer any questions about flat Earth. I offer 3 Bitcoins for 1 globe proof. Just come to the website and ballers come in, but flat earthers come out. Boom, Sam Hyde Show. Are you a flat earther yet, by the way? Have you looked? You thought about it? Let's do round 2. Have me back up. I'll bring some more hot sauce. That's how I get invited back everywhere.
Guys, we're back in the mix with Larry Izzo. In the mainframe, you're learning about pest control. Bada bing. What would you rather be watching? Make me a dream list of what you'd rather be watching, and I'll tell you why in today's day and age it cannot happen. This is what you get. So we covered social stigma. You ever get ladies from this?
Ladies? Well, there was a lot of offers.
You got propositioned by women?
Oh, all the time. You
Really?
go into women's houses, yeah. You go into, it's a very, it's like being a TV repairman,
This might be a good career for Valentine. What happens with these women in these houses? What's going on with this stuff?
Well, it depends, I've had people, had ladies put their hands in my pockets and give me a tip, Yeah. Sexual abuse,
Oh, you didn't like it?
No, I kind of liked it, but it was, sexual abuse.
Well, you're flipping the feminism thing on its head here.
No.
You never hooked up with any of them?
No.
Okay, all right.
I was married at the time, so.
Are you still married?
Yeah. Not to that same person, but that's another story.
Women love a man in uniform. Did you wear a uniform on the job?
Oh, yeah. They love the smell of the pesticide. It was like cologne.
Is that for real?
It was like a pheromone. They come right into you.
Is that true?
No, of course not. You would wind up smelling like the stuff you were spraying all day.
Yeah.
And then you would go into crawl spaces where you would see a whole mess of array of rats or mice with feces, and you wind up coming out smelling like that.
Yeah.
So I wasn't really attracted to women.
Were you saying women were flirting with you, though?
They were flirting with you. Who knows what happened in their household, man? I don't know.
What's the cutest bug?
The cutest bug?
Yeah. Anything you feel guilty about
Spotted
killing?
lanternfly, I think, is one of the prettiest bugs.
Really?
Yeah.
Let's look that up. Let's
Bring
see what
that
that's
up,
like.
baby.
Isn't that like the new invasive Chinese one?
Yeah, that's the one we have here.
That's a new release.
The Chinese, anytime they do an anniversary model
Yeah,
or
it
something
is.
like that,
They bring that up?
That is a nice bug.
It is.
Remember, I stomped it in front of you, Sam. You got mad at me.
Yeah, that was
But I said
cruel.
it's going to eat all the trees here.
Yeah, well, that it'll glom onto your body and just stay there. We went outside, they just got on your shirt and they don't move.
Ugh.
They actually destroy trees, though. That's what they're.
In the process of being an exterminator, did you ever encounter any stereotypes? Is there any sort of, can you give us sort of a pastiche of what different people are like? Do Puerto Ricans are they more like silverfish people?
Nah, Puerto Ricans are more roachish.
Here we go, yeah. So they've got more roaches.
They got more roaches.
Wait, they're like roaches?
But you don't want to categorize the Puerto Ricans. I mean, it's everybody. You go into anybody's house, they could have roaches.
But
they can
everybody's
have-
got their own style and swag.
Yeah.
It's not a negative thing.
They were known for their roaches.
Yeah.
There was a lot of people known for their roaches, not just the Puerto Ricans. Let's see, the Italians were known for their mice. Topo Gigio, the little mice that used to come out of the
They had
house.
names they called it?
Italians hated to kill mice. The Italian people that I went into, they would always get panicky if I went to put a trap down or a glue board. They all wanted, no, let them live. Give them a little cheese. Yeah.
Swimming in marinara
The
sauce.
Italians are very friendly towards the roaches and the rats. And
Italians are good people. If you had to be a pest, what would it be? And what kind of creepy would you do?
I think I would be a roach. I think I'd be a roach and like to get into somebody's ear and get into their brain and just see what's going on in there.
and control
You would
them.
want a mind-reading ability.
Mind-reading ability.
You would want to plumb the human psyche.
Exactly. And then figure out why they want me dead as a roach.
Wow.
You would try to bring peace between the races?
Absolutely.
You would try
Roaches are very clean. They're very clean insects, man.
Oh.
They groom themselves like cats.
So in your 35 years of doing this, you come to empathize with the roaches.
I do.
Okay.
They're living creatures, man.
You really feel that way?
No. I think they deserve to be dead. I think rats deserve to be dead. I don't know why they're on this earth, and that's why I became an exterminator.
You're sort of a madman.
Yeah.
You ever a human?
Not yet. The customers, I would love to have some of them because they're worse than the vermin.
You should have called your business. I want to customers.
Well, actually, I do that in a comedy act, and the end of the act is, you know, you want to get rid of your customers and let the vermin live. You know?
spray acid on the audience.
Like Gallagher.
Like Gallagher.
If I ever threw plastic roaches in the audience, they would freak out.
Should throw hypodermic needles in the audience.
Then they.
Have you ever had a near-death experience?
Not with on the job.
Just in general?
Yes.
Can we talk about it?
Well, near death, I wasn't actually involved. I was almost involved.
So you saw a car accident?
No, I was supposed to get in a car, and I didn't.
Okay.
And 5 of my friends were gone.
5 of your friends died in a car accident?
Mm-hmm.
Why didn't you get in the car?
We just didn't want to go to the beach that day, and I was lucky. It was a rainy day. They wanted to go, and 3 of us said no, that should have been there, and 2 other people got killed in our stead, really, because they weren't supposed to be there either. So that's the closest I've come to death.
Were they very close friends of yours?
Yeah, we all grew up together on the same block, and so it was a long time ago, actually.
How old were you?
18.
Can we punch in and get Larry's face closer with this camera? Just get his magical expressions and sort of the twinkle in his eye more, even if it's not the best composition. I would say keep walking it in here, and we're going to want to punch in digitally on that for the rest of the episode, if we can. I just want to get the magic of the human.
Secrets of the Millionaire Mindset presents Get Rich Quick. All this could be yours. Give us a call on 434-2255-726. You could be making up to $4,917 per week. Now you can get your copy of Secrets of the Millionaire Mindset for just $19.99 for a limited time only.
I too work as a pest control operator, but I'm curious as to what this guy's weirdest interaction with a customer has ever been. I have a few, but the one that takes the cake is probably there's this man who would always wait outside of the building I had pigeon traps on, and he'd pay me $5 a head for each dead pigeon that I gave him. Unsure what he did with them, but I have a sneaking suspicion he owned a Chinese food restaurant in the area. Anyway, I made probably $700 off of him over the course of my time servicing that building, so I'm not going to complain too much. Take it easy.
I think my most bizarre interaction with a customer, I went into a hallway. I was going up the stairs, and there was a guy there. I just started the job, and there was a guy there waiting for the next exterminator, because the guy that I took the exterminator's place, the guy that they fired to hire me, he was hitting on his wife, so that was the most interaction I ever had. Guy ran down the stairs and pinned me up against the wall when I yelled out exterminator. He ran down the stairs, pinned me up against the wall, and goes, "That's my wife." And I went, "That's not me."
Previous exterminator was hitting on his wife.
Exterminator was hitting on a guy's wife. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, a lot of people, because I had that a couple of times.
That happened to you a couple of times?
Yeah, in that first week I worked there.
The guy thinking that you were hitting on his wife happened a couple of times?
Right, not the same guy. It was different people.
Okay.
Of course.
These exterminators, they get busy with the women, I guess.
Oh, yeah, it could be crazy. They talk sexual to you when you're on the phone. Like
who, the exterminator?
No, the ladies. The ladies. It's like the sex hotline, pest control hotline, sex hotline.
Are you being serious?
Yeah, because they'll say, can you come right away? And,
Doesn't that mean can you come exterminate the bugs?
Yeah, I know, but it's a joke.
Would they do this over the phone, or were they just joking?
No, it was a joke.
Oh, so they
no,
wouldn't.
It wasn't a joke. It was a regular conversation.
Oh,
I need you to come early because my husband doesn't want to come home and find that pay.
I know what coming
for an extra.
is.
I know, but my husband doesn't want to pay for an extra service visit, so you got to come in and out. Can you come in the morning? Can you come in the afternoon?
Yes.
Yeah.
The exterminator. but you are making a joke.
I am making a joke,
okay.
Yes.
So the women...
But that was part of the lingo when they called you,
But I'm trying to figure out, when the women would call, would they actually be sexually flirtatious with you? Okay, so
it would be a joke type of thing in the way they spoke,
So it's a joke that you're making, though?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
Yeah. Didn't mean to throw you off there.
You didn't know? I liked it.
Yeah, it was pretty cool.
When he was talking about restaurants, are there any restaurants that you will not eat at? After your experience in their kitchens?
Yes, absolutely. Would you like me to name them?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, just generally.
Generally, I wouldn't eat fast foods.
Oh,
I stay away from fast foods, Chipotle, McDonald's, all that stuff.
They're not clean?
You wouldn't want to do. You wouldn't want to go in there.
If you'd seen the I'd see.
You would see stuff that would turn your stomach and not make you want to eat there.
I thought it was like the small business type restaurants that you want to avoid. You're saying it's McDonald's and Chipotle?
I had major restaurants in Manhattan that were infested with roaches.
Yeah, but chains are usually seem pretty good to me. They seem pretty clean.
It's the operator of the chain.
Oh, you got to go to
Doesn't
a
do
good
his job.
McDonald's.
Doesn't do his cleanliness. Doesn't check his packaging. Doesn't have stainless steel tables.
Dirty people, dirty restaurants.
Well, poor sanitation.
Hey, Sam. Question for you and your guest. What do you think about these, like, alt-leftist type chicks that, like, keep rats as pests? Or pets, rather. My mistake. It was a Freudian slip.
Keeping rats as pets, you know that's a thing?
Yeah, I do. And rats make good pets. They do. They're very smart. They're intelligent. They're clean. And they make good pets. And they're really not aggressive unless you go after them or...
They're not aggressive. They're lovely pets. They everywhere, though. That's the problem.
Well, you know, that happens.
Yeah. But I had rats as pets. And it's not, you know what a leftist girl is like?
No.
Do you know what an art-hoe is?
An art-hoe?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Could you explain?
Is an art-hoe somebody that's a woman that loves art?
Well, it's like, see, well, that's kind of right there. Do you know what that looks familiar at all? I mean, all the pet stuff is just displacing the motherly instinct. Having a rat or a outside the norm pet, I think, it's just about expressing your, quote unquote, expressing your individuality and ultimately garnering attention for yourself. Although rats are lovely, I loved my rats. They were amazing, but they did everywhere, and it was a nightmare that ruined my life. It was awful. Well, one of them got into a packet of sour cream, and I found it under the couch, struggling to breathe.
Oh.
And I had to squeeze the sour cream out of it.
Oh. Wow.
He did live, but it was pretty horrifying. No, just a squeeze like this. For kind of insane. Like, it was about, I've been in like car accidents where people got hurt, and seeing the rat struggling to like breathe with sour cream in it was kind of like on the same level as like seeing a guy like up in a car accident, squeezing it out like that.
When you care about something, it's hard to like stop it from feeling pain. I think that's why I was thinking about this, why surgeons can't operate on family members.
Sure.
But it's easy to operate on somebody you don't know, because like, I don't
some asshole that you don't care if he dies or not.
Yeah, whatever. You know,
absolutely. This guy's a joke. I hope he does die. I'm taking his organs out. Next thing you know, that's what they're thinking. Are you an organ donor?
Yes, I am.
Okay.
Change that.
Well, he doesn't drive a motorcycle. He rides a boat, so he's probably not.
Motorcycle.
You don't ride motorcycles?
I do. I have a 100cc. Yeah.
That's like a Florida.
It does about 50 miles an hour.
It's
55.
a getting around Florida thing.
Yeah, it's a getting around.
Florida drivers are rough, though.
Well, he's in Southwest Florida. Is it like islandy type?
It's islandy, yes.
If you live in some place that's aesthetically island, if it looks like
setting,
but what Bahamut Lagoon, Sonic Adventure 2, if you live around there, you can ride a two-wheeled anything with no helmet and you'll be fine. But anywhere else, it's dangerous.
I hate a helmet. I
wouldn't wear a helmet if I were you.
No.
The secret sociology. Exterminators develop a private, unspoken classification system for people based on thousands of home visits. They'll never say it in polite company, but they've mapped demographics to pest problems, neighborhoods and conditions, household types, patterns of denial. This is the most taboo and most interesting territory. You've been inside thousands of homes. Can you tell within 30 seconds of walking in what kind of person lives there?
Absolutely. You can tell whether they're clean, whether they're not so clean, whether they're neat. They don't have to be dirty. You can tell their hygiene by just looking around their bathroom and their clothing on the closets and stuff. Yeah, you can tell who they are just by walking in.
You sort of get a sense for their past, present, and future.
Absolutely.
Their destiny.
And if you walk in their apartment and they have roaches, you can actually smell the roaches. They put off an odor, a very
pheromone
sweet
stench.
It's a sweet odor.
You would say it's good. Whoa. It's a sweetness.
It never bothered me.
Do rich people's houses have different pest problems?
No. You know, it's funny. I used to do a lot of work in Old Westbury in New York, and there was a lot of mansions there. Quite a few houses there where they had a staff of like 15 people, and the roaches were all over the kitchen. I never understood it.
Really?
Yeah. So rich people are not exempt.
Rich and poor beset by these.
It's not even about how you live. You don't bring them in. You don't make them come. You bring them in by grocery shopping or
bring an infestation.
We can make a gross shopping
into your home.
Yeah,
you could just be getting groceries, and you get a bug infestation in your house, and you got to get that fogged out, and that's chemicals sprayed all over everything. They're going to give you cancer. You're going to die. That's what happens if you go buy groceries.
Exterminators don't die of cancer, by the way. They die
How many people have you given cancer with your chemicals?
Not many at all that I know of.
They don't die of cancer?
Most of the guys I know died of heart attacks.
Wow. From what, living too fast?
The stress. The stress of running a business.
Stress of being a small business owner.
Yeah.
So it's really just a small business owner type thing and not as
cortisol
application
nothing
specific.
done with pest control, no. Although we did have one guy go up in an attic to kill a squirrel with some cyanide.
Yeah.
And he took himself out and a fireman that went up there to, because
Really?
they didn't know, this was going back.
Damn. Him and a fireman died?
Well, the fireman went
From
up
the
there
cyanide?
to rescue him, and they called the fire department for whatever reason, the cops or whatever.
Yeah.
And the fireman went up there to get him, and he got taken out too from the cyanide.
I gotta give it to the squirrel. That's impressive.
Yeah.
It's one squirrel versus,
Have you ever seen such an infestation that you said this house has to be torn down, there's nothing we can do, or just leave it to the pest?
No, what happened is I got called in one time by the Department of Health to do a job. They gave a lady a week to clean up her house. She was an elderly lady. She had about 30 cats, about 10 dogs.
An
When
ecosystem.
I walked in her house, I actually took my first step and slid right across the floor, and I wouldn't go any further.
Poo-poo and pee-pee, or what was it?
Oh, it was, he dropped the deuce. There was deuces all over the place, man. I called them back and told them I wouldn't do the job because the house was so terribly.
It was covered in
There was no way I was going to get control.
You couldn't get control of that situation.
You could not
There was
get control of the situation with her in the house and the animals in the house. Animals had to be removed, and then we had to go in with the big guns.
You'd have to blow it up.
We have to basically, go in there with the big guns.
I'm surprised the cats didn't take care of everything. There's 30 cats, you would think.
No, they played with them.
Oh, intriguing.
They played hockey with them, with roaches on the floor.
Canadian rules or American?
That was Canadian.
Okay.
What do you think was in the Hasidic tunnels in New York City, where they had the bloody mattresses and they were all crawling around down there?
Bed bugs.
Not bug-wise. What do you think they were doing in the tunnels?
I have no idea. Sex?
Regular sex?
It was never resolved.
Oh, well, there you go.
I want to know. You're a New York guy. You've been in some tunnels. Bloodstained mattresses that were pulling out of these things. What the is this? What were they doing in the tunnels?
Were they living in the tunnel? Were they homeless?
No. They probably owned the entire block that the tunnel was built in. Look at that mattress. That thing's seen some use.
I believe that's AI.
That's AI.
Yeah.
I think that's it, yeah.
I've seen mattresses like that with bed bugs on them.
What was happening in the tunnels? What do you think could have been happening?
I have no idea. I think it was a sex thing. Who knows?
Just regular sex. Little fun
Was
sex.
it with kids or, sex with animals? I don't know.
Sex with bugs?
Sex with bugs? I don't think
Come on,
so.
let's be serious, guys. All right. If it was a fight to the death, how many rats would it take to overcome and kill a man my size?
A half a dozen rats would do it.
Whoa.
Oh, yeah.
A half a dozen rats?
We had
Six
a
rats?
forensic police officer that used to go down in the tunnels when they find dead homeless people. He would show us pictures of them down there, and you see the rats eating them. It was pretty gross. It was.
But you're saying that 6 rats could take him
Kill
out?
me.
Yeah.
Speed. They're fast.
Well, I mean, if you're fighting them off, they'll probably go for your throat,
Whoa. I think that's unrealistic.
You think so?
I do.
I think 6 could kill like 20 rats.
You're a 20 rat. I mean,
He only gave
Let's
you
move on.
20.
He's not that fast.
Who, me?
Yeah, I don't think you're that fast.
I'm very fast.
he's mad fast.
Kung Fu type of fast.
Extremely kung fu type of fast.
King Kung Fu.
Jump high enough to shake them off you.
Could any newly evolved bug bring you out of retirement at this stage in the game?
Nothing can bring me out of retirement at this stage of the game.
What if they needed you?
One last
Well,
job.
if they needed me, I would go. But I would like it to be a rodent thing.
Oh,
Yeah,
just for your own pleasure?
Yeah, for my own pleasure.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't mind getting involved in any infestation, you know. That would be totally wacko.
It's not a money thing, though. It's if
No,
they,
it's not a money
if they
thing.
called you back in, if they said you're the only one.
I would go.
That's noble of you.
Yeah. But I mean, I didn't want when I said I wouldn't go back in for any reason, I meant the business end of it,
Right.
you know, the guys and stuff, you know.
Okay.
It's all in your head, John. You can't keep having these dreams about the sun, John. This can't be real. You need to stay away from the sun, She isn't even fucking saying anything. Somebody needs to help me. I'm going insane. What do I do? Not real, not real, not real, John. You're dreaming again. I need to wake the fuck up now. You're going towards the sun again, John. I need to stay away from the sun. The dreams aren't real. You're being silly. What the fuck is even wrong with me? Why is this happening? Why does it feel so real? Wake the fuck up. The sun, it burns. I can't get over the fact that I like the burn. Again. The burning feels nice. Don't listen to them, John. Just keep taking red life. The red life is helping. Wake up, John. Did I really fly towards the sun? My hands are burnt. How did my hands get like this? Don't be silly, John.
Take red life.
Is Roscoe the bedbug dog just a dog that sniffs out bed bugs?
Yeah, you know, I never. Yes, it's his job. I never liked Roscoe. I never found that Roscoe found anything. I'm not saying they don't work. I just never had success with them. And they pick up dead bed bugs. So if you bring a dog into a job that you have just done, or the bed bugs are dead, there's no more live infestation, they'll pick up the dead smell, and then they'll say there's an infestation. So to me, it's not reliable.
Hey!
Yo, where's Roscoe? Where's Roscoe?
Where's Roscoe?
Now, pause this. Part of the new wave is just you can't escape the need to be an influencer. It's impossible to have a small business without being an influencer. If you were around today doing this, you would need to have funny commercials and in TikTok.
I would already have them. Yeah, definitely.
You would do it? You would have TikTok about the bugs?
I would definitely TikTok about the bugs.
So you'd embrace this?
Absolutely embrace it, yeah.
Pitch me some premises here. If we were doing TikToks about the bug business, what are you going to do?
I would do a thing on termites, you know, with termites on a sill plate and stuff like that. And then
on a sill plate?
On a sill plate in somebody's house.
Yeah.
Or, you know, we had one time a termite infestation in a guy's boiler room, and he had a wooden leg.
Yeah.
And the termites were swarming over his wooden leg, and he kept saying, they're eating my leg. They weren't eating his leg.
Yeah.
But they were swarming.
You would do a TikTok of this guy, though.
I would do a TikTok,
yeah.
That's
and
interesting.
Eating
It was funny.
his prosthetic appendage.
I would do a TikTok on some of the customers. We had one lady waiting out her window in a 6-family house with a spaghetti colander on her head with tin foil over it, waiting for us to come because the bugs were interfering with her TV service. So,
is that serious?
Yes, that's serious.
She had a spaghetti colander
metal
on her head.
Spaghetti colander on her head with tin foil wrapped around it, you know, coming out.
To get TV reception?
No, for us to come to get the bugs out because the bugs are interfering with the TV reception.
So she put this on her head to get your attention?
So she put this on her head, yes.
So
trying to get better reception.
You can make fun of your customers on TikTok.
I can't anymore. I don't have any customers.
That's a good business model. My customers are so stupid.
And you would have no customers.
You scroll that way.
You'd be surprised.
Yeah.
You think?
Oh, yeah.
They think that they're smarter than the people that you're making fun of. They're like, yeah, that is an idiot. And meanwhile, they have a colander on their head.
Larry, why does no one get lice anymore? I remember back in the day, everybody was always concerned about lice, and I would get lice multiple times per year.
They still do.
They still do
Usually
lice.
in September, the beginning of school season.
I thought maybe it was a 2000s thing, but I guess it's a school thing.
There's still lice. There's still lice.
So it's because I'm not in school anymore.
Actually, I've heard of more lice in Florida schools than I have in New York schools.
Really?
Yeah.
Could it be the hot weather, or is it the...
It could be, yeah.
Maybe the heads are different. They like the Florida heads.
They got
the
hot heads.
The hot heads. Valentine, you ever have lice?
No.
Really?
No, never.
Well, I'll get you some.
No, please. There was
Valentine, you're gonna, for next Ren Men, you're gonna be getting lice.
I'd refuse.
Crabs.
You have to get lice. Have you ever had an STD?
No.
Oh.
Okay. No preserved insect collection can last forever in any museum because of one particular species of hungry mite. How do you propose to exterminate the bugs on our bugs?
You got to use a fog.
You got to fog those
you
bitches
gotta
out.
fog them bitches right out, yeah.
That's like a Black Mirror premise.
They're so small, and they're bugs on bugs,
Yeah. What do you think about the tick thing? You ever looking at ticks?
Yeah, ticks are really big, and they're getting worse as the years go on.
They're very small, but they're very big.
Well, no, they get big when they
We're
drink.
talking about just the
when
size
they
of
get
the problem
engorged.
here.
When they get engorged, they get bigger.
Yeah. Have you ever heard tale that they are dispersed by the government to spread Lyme?
No, I never heard that, but I know some people that have Lyme disease because of it, yeah.
That's a debilitating little problem that you don't ever want to get. You got to check yourself for ticks, guys. Do they have ticks in Florida?
There's ticks all over. But I have to be honest with you, people don't realize it, and I guess being in the industry, I do. But when you go into an area where you got ticks or bees or any type of major infestation, you wear long sleeve shirts, long sleeve pants. I mean, long pants.
Socks over the boots.
I've wore socks over my pants many a days doing flea jobs.
Mm-hmm. This is pests around the world.
The world,
We're
yes.
getting a taste of global infestation. If at any point, feel free to scream. In parts of India, monkeys are considered pests and require specialized control team. Japan has major urban crow problems. Africa, in Kenya and surrounding regions, termite mounds can grow taller than humans.
That's true.
Some areas battle locust swarms so massive they block the sun. In Brazil, dengue-spreading mosquitoes are fought using genetically modified mosquitoes that reduce evil mosquito populations.
That's right.
So we have to allow the good mosquitoes to flourish in order to suppress the evil mosquitoes. Movie vehicle for an exterminator who's breaking into the entertainment industry. The Chinese have bred a new species of locust that only feeds on Western crops, not rice, in all capital letters, and red dawned them into America. The only thing left standing between next year's UN-approved corn syrup reserves and total annihilation is one man with a van full of DDT and 3 days to retirement. Can Larry play the part?
Absolutely.
Do you think Will Smith is gay?
Yeah.
Nice.
I'm not a Will Smith fan, actually.
Why?
He smacked Chris Rock. He should have been arrested right on stage.
For what, smacking?
Yeah. Made fun of his wife's head,
Her head? What did he say about her head?
Her hair.
She's bald.
I thought he compared her head to like a yam or something. I wasn't sure what direction we were taking that.
He said as her head looks like my nuts.
looks like some sort of gourd.
What is the role that physical violence has in society?
It's just disruptive. It's a disruptive role.
It's disruptive. It's never good. Is it ever good?
I don't think violence is ever good, no.
There are a lot of people out there that haven't gotten their frustration out by killing rats and roaches and such.
Then they should go to exterminating school.
Is there a school for it?
Actually, you have to be certified. I think it takes now 3 to 5 years. When I got in, you just went to a class and you were certified.
Boom.
Now you have to work under somebody's certification for a long time.
Are there local exterminator legends?
I know local exterminators that make themselves legends by telling bullshit stories, but yeah.
Oh, so they're all liars.
A lot of them. I got this bee job, $400. Yeah, okay.
Bee job.
Did you have a gimmick?
What's a bee job?
Bee's nest or a wasp nest. A bee
Israel
job.
just got hit with bees. Sure about that? Not to date the episode, but I did just see on Twitter that Israel got hit with a bee swarm. And I'm not making that up.
is being punished with
A
the
literal
bee
plague.
swarm. Yeah.
Egyptian style.
People say, I saw a giant rat. I don't think so. Unless he was pregnant or...
Well, if he was pregnant, I would say there's
she was
something
pregnant.
wrong with that
That's right.
situation.
Well, you don't know. Rats.
Although it is 2026.
It might be, what do they call that? Trans rats?
Would you rather become a bug or become gay?
A bug.
Wow.
Absolutely.
Look at the gore. Ha. Well, that's the best one yet. See that there, Larry?
Jeez Louise.
That is how you take a
Ooh.
You make it.
This is...
Ooh.
Could you just say, ouch, that's gotta
Ooh,
hurt?
that's gotta hurt, yeah.
Feel that in the morning.
Okay. Most unethical thing you did while bug chasing?
I forgot what I was talking about. I'm sorry.
Distracted.
I was so distracted by that.